If you've tried setting up Notion's new custom agents but left confused and frustrated, then this is the video for you. In this custom agents deep dive, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know. The differences between Notion's standard AI assistants and custom agents, how to create your own custom agents using prompts, and the critical limitations you need to know to avoid wasting hours building unusable workflows. By the end, you'll know how custom agents fit into the broader Notion ecosystem, how to make custom agents from scratch, and how they'll make your processes more efficient. It's time to get your workspace working for you. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Custom agents versus Notion AI and AI skills. If you've used Notion before, then you've used the built-in AI companion at some point. While Notion AI certainly has its uses, like searching through your documents, generating content, and providing page summaries, it isn't able to answer tough questions or handle complex tasks. Think of Notion AI as a jack of all trades but master of none. There is a lot it can handle, but it doesn't do anything particularly well. Custom agents are the opposite. They are specialized experts built to master a single subject and manage it for your team. To this end, there are 3 features of custom agents that set them apart from Notion AI. Identity. Custom agents are built with a specific, predefined persona. For example, one agent could be a senior project manager and another a CRM strategist. This helps them learn their role and iterate over time. Persistence. Custom agents run in the background 24/7, which means they're always watching and learning. You can help them focus too by telling them exactly which databases and pages they need to focus on. Always being active also enables them to continuously monitor your workspace and perform actions based on a predefined set of instructions. Scope. Notion AI is on demand only, and custom agents are autonomous. Why this matters? Well, because Notion AI is a glorified search engine. While it can search your workspace for relevant keywords, it doesn't truly know it or understand your business. Custom agents, with their unique identity and ability to constantly scan pages 24/7 for new information, can learn. Simply put, Notion AI is the generalist, and custom agents are dedicated specialists. Now, let's see how AI skills fit into this conversation. If you haven't watched my previous video about AI skills, here's a quick introduction. They're reusable prompts designed to automate repetitive tasks directly in your workspace. These can range from writing a formula to summarizing a database to compiling a weekly sales report. The goal with AI skills is to make Notion's AI output more consistent over time. Since AI skills simply enhance Notion's AI capabilities, they also suffer from the same 2 problems. They're not constantly running, and they don't understand the wider context of your workspace and business. Alright, now that we've covered the differences between custom agents, Notion AI, and AI skills, let's see how to set it up and how much it will cost you. Chapter 2. Pricing and Setup. To use custom agents, you need a Notion AI subscription. Access to Notion AI custom agents is available in the business plan, which costs $20 per member per month. Conversely, you can also add Notion AI and AI agents to a workspace running the Plus or free plans. But the cost of the add-on for those tiers, an additional $10 per member per month, simply isn't worth it without leveraging the additional benefits and features included with the business plan. You can also try Notion AI for free by clicking the link in the description and activating a free trial of the Plus plan for 30 days. No credit card required. That same link will also snag you an exclusive discount if you decide to purchase a subscription. Speaking of purchasing or upgrading your subscription, open Settings in the left sidebar and select Explore Plans. As you can see, I'm already running a business tier subscription, so I have access to advanced Notion AI. This is what Notion AI and custom agents are called when offered together. Okay, now that you know how to sign up or upgrade your subscription, let's get your first custom agents set up. Look in the left sidebar. You'll see a section called Agents. Beneath that is New Agents. Click on it. You have 3 options. Create your agent from scratch using the Create Blank button in the upper right. Select a pre-made template or chat with Notion AI to build a custom agent. For your first try, I strongly recommend chatting with the AI. Building from scratch is difficult if you don't know what you're doing, and simply using a template won't teach you anything. Now, since I'll be building 3 custom agents in the next chapter, I'm not going to build any here. Instead, I'll walk you through some general advice for prompting AI before talking about Notion specifics. Here are 2 things to keep in mind. Be as specific as possible. Leave as little to chance as you can. You also want to be as clear as possible. Avoid any ambiguity and give precise instructions. Now, here's how to apply these principles to Notion. To make this easier, I'll read an example prompt for each step. First things first, give your agent a clear name and persona. For example, I could name my agent Technical Script Auditor and describe its identity like this. You are a senior script editor and technical consultant specializing in high production YouTube tutorials and SaaS demonstrations. Your goal is to transform dry technical walkthroughs into immersive, cinematic narratives that maintain professional credibility. Next, you need to tell the AI where it can and cannot go. This is the most important part. By limiting the agent to specific team spaces or databases, you'll help keep the AI focused and your data secure. For example, I could tell the auditor to only reference data within the YouTube scripts database, and if a script mentions personal billing details or collaborator names, ignore that data and focus strictly on the narrative contents. Lastly, you'll need to give the AI detailed, step-by-step instructions on what you want to do and how you want to do it. For example, the script auditor must provide constructive feedback. To that end, here are my instructions. When you review a script, provide your feedback in the following format: verdict, pass/needs revision/major rewrite. The hook check, specific feedback on the first 15% of the script. The fluff report, bullet points of sentences or paragraphs to cut. Cinematic suggestions, 3 to 4 specific ideas for visual storytelling to enhance the audio. Technical verification, a list of any software steps that need more detail. This will probably take some trial and error, but you get the idea. Now, let's build and test a few custom agents in real-world scenarios. Chapter 3. Testing and Results. I'll keep it simple for the first agent we'll be testing, a project health agent that monitors activity and updates status properties without human intervention. Here's the prompt I'll start with. Your name will be Project Health Monitor. Instructions. You are an objective project manager. Your job is to analyze recent comments and task completions in the Project Command Center's projects database. That will open this page. On the left, you can chat with the bot and see updates to its behavior. On the right is where you can go hands-on. For example, I'll want to add a new trigger or a rule that automatically initiates a specific action in response to a predefined event or condition. Now, that's a complicated way to say I am building an if-then statements. Now, before I go any further, I want to make sure the agent actually has something to reference. When I first entered my prompt, the agent came back and said it couldn't find anything called Project Command Center or Projects as a Database. And that's because I hadn't created it yet. Let's do that first. I'll click Save, then open a new Notion page and click Build with AI. I'll type Create a Projects Database with these columns: project name, status, owner, due date, health, and last updated. I'll click Continue, review what is being built, then hit Done. And just like that, the database is ready. I'll rename the page to Project Command Center so the agent can find it. Next, I'll click Share in the top right, copy the page link, head back to the agent chat, paste it in, and say, here is the project's database's URL. I'll click Continue to allow the project's health monitor to apply changes to its own configuration. Okay, now that the agent knows where to find its data, let's add the trigger. I'll click Add Trigger, then select On a Schedule. I will have it run every day starting at 9 a.m. in my time zone, then click Add Trigger. Down in the instructions window, I'll go ahead and add the following precise instruction. Query the Project Command Center database each day when the trigger runs. Consider only the last updated property. When it is empty or older than 3 days, set the health property to at risk. Make sure to save your changes in the upper right. Now, at the start of my day, this agent will scan the last updated property to see if any projects have sat idle for 3 days and mark them at risk, a major red flag to the team member assigned to it, as well as the project manager. All right, now let's try something a bit more difficult. An agent designed to bridge the gap between messy meeting notes and structured sales data. I'll go ahead and create a new agent called Sales Ops Specialist. Now I'll manually set its scope by looking under Tools and Access. By default, you'll see that the agent can't access anything. No pages in the workspace or on the internet. I want it to access two databases, meeting notes and leads. I'll click Add, select Leads, and rinse and repeat for meeting notes. Alright, now the trigger I want to use is already toggled on at when agent is mentioned in Notion. In other words, all you have to do is pull up Notion AI and type in @SalesOpsSpecialist to have it run. So rather than running automatically in the background, you control when this agent triggers. It's time to also manually set the instructions. Here's what it will say. When mentioned, read the content of the named meeting notes page. Identify the status value and key decision makers. Then find the matching record in the leads database and update those specific properties. There we go. In the upper right, I'll click Save. I'll head over to the leads database. You'll see that the Metro Retail Group company doesn't have a key decision maker or a value listed. The status is also set to new. Let's run the command and see how the agent does. I'll open Notion AI and type the following. @SalesOpsSpecialist, update Metro Retail Group in the lead database using meeting notes. Let's see how this goes. It's identified the information and made the changes. So far, we're 2 for 2. Let's try something even more complicated for the agents. This one will browse the internet, research a specific topic, and draft a blog post, a Twitter thread, and a LinkedIn update. I'll create it with the simple prompts. You're the content multiplier. I'll be using the same trigger for this agent as I did with the last one, so I don't have to do anything there. My instructions are going to get fairly complicated. Here's what I'll say. When I query this agent, search the internet for the topic I mentioned. After doing your research, generate a 1,000-word blog post on the topic, as well as a 5-post Twitter thread and a short, punchy LinkedIn post. Create a new standalone page nested in blog articles and social media posts. I'll make sure internet access is toggled on and hit save. I'll head on over to Notion AI and ask the following. Add a content multiplier. Research and write on SaaS marketing. This is going to take a little bit, so I'll see how it does. Alright, let's go check out the article. Well, it kind of did what I asked. It seems like it only wrote a blog article and wrote it almost exclusively using bullet points. It also blew past the 1,000-word limit I set for the blog post too. In retrospect, it's obvious why this failed. I asked it to perform 3 complex tasks at once, and it focused on the first one. I also failed to give it a clear structure, and the result was a long, rambling, bullet point article that no one will want to read. So, now that you've seen the agents in action and seen what they can and cannot do, I want to step back and round out this video by talking about the drawbacks and limitations of custom agents. Chapter 4. Limitations and Verdicts. The way I see it, there are 3 limitations with custom agents. Rate limits. Starting in May 2026, custom agents will consume credits. While higher tier plans will include some monthly credits, the system is not designed to handle massive amounts of data. For example, if you try to set up an agent that processes 500 rows across 20 different databases, well, you can, but it's going to cost you a fortune. For data-intensive tasks like this, it'll still be better to use a standalone AI like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Scope restrictions. While necessary to protect your data and increase an agent's effectiveness, it can also deprive it of vital context clues and relevant information. This is also true with browsing the internet. There's no way to know whether the agent draws information from high-quality sources or from less reputable websites. Technical issues. I'm getting very nitpicky with this one, but custom agents struggle to process embedded content. Too long didn't read. Embedding web-based content in Notion is a great way to streamline page optimization, reduce clutter, and cram more information on a single page, making it easier to find. However, agents cannot reliably access this information. So, are Notion's custom agents actually worth it, and should you spend the time building them? Yes, but with the caveat that it really depends on how advanced and mature your workspace is. I recommend building custom agents now if you have clear, repeatable processes eating up hours of your time each week, and if you're already paying for the business plan and want to maximize your ROI. Now, on the flip side, I recommend waiting if your workspace is messy and unorganized. A custom agent can't and won't make the problem better. Instead, it will likely make it worse. Take the time to organize and mature your workspace before incorporating custom agents into your team's processes. Custom agents are also a bad idea if you intend to use them for data processing. We already talked about rate limits and how expensive it can be to have a custom agent process large amounts of data. So keep this in the back of your mind. In short, custom agents bring a lot to the table, but they're just another tool in the tool shed. They should not be relied on too heavily, and they don't replace a clean, well-organized workspace. Alright, don't forget to click the link in the description to sign up for Notion and explore the Plus plan and Notion AI completely for free. And if you decide to upgrade, that same link will give you an exclusive discount. Now, quick question. What's the first agent you're going to build? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.